All right, here we go. Another crazy day in the markets. Today I am finishing green again, small green, about $61. Traded a bunch of different tickers again. Not as much as I did yesterday, but still traded a lot, more than I would like. Today, same kind of deal as Tuesday and Monday. Very volatile. A lot of big spreads on these stocks, and very hard to manage your risk for sure. You had to have really good risk management to thrive in this type of market. And just through how I was trading it, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, definitely did not excel at all. Today, I'm looking at my statistics. Today is 57% accuracy, so took definitely a big hit in my accuracy compared to, let's look at the average of July. In July, my accuracy is around 66%, so just today, my accuracy was down 10%, so definitely a reason why I just haven't been feeling that I was in the flow at all in any of these stocks except BRSH. I did okay on BRSH. And then here we go on Wednesday, August 3rd to August 3rd was 53% accuracy. And then August 2nd was 59% accuracy. And the first was 60% accuracy. So the theme is, so far this month, my accuracy has been lagging. And in a response to that, once I started to realize that, and I haven't been able to really manage my risk as well, my risk reward is even way off, especially on this day, way off. And, I want it near 1-to-1 or at least more than 1-to-1. And then after that big loss, I started to tighten my risk here, my cutting my losers much faster, especially yesterday. But I still had that 53% accuracy. And so, that's why I kept my size small. And so until I start feeling, I'm able to get more consistent, and, if I can get more consistent, then I'll feel like that I'm ready to size up again. But for right now, I think the best thing to do is to keep with this small size. I think that's the most responsible thing to do as a manager on, treating this as a business. As a manager, I'm looking like I'm taking a little bit more risk than I would like if I would be sizing up, especially, I'm still not as experienced as many of the other traders out there who are really thriving right now the past 3 or 4 days. Um, yeah, I'm still, I'm still learning. I'm still learning, and this market is completely new to me. It's completely different from what we've been seeing in July, June, May, April. So it's just about adapting, and so far, I haven't really been able to adapt all that much. Maybe I've been getting small green, but not really adapting to be able to thrive yet. So we'll see how the market starts to morph and change in the coming days, and maybe the next week or the week after that. And we'll see how it sort of changes. Maybe it'll switch to a market that's more favorable for this type of strategies, entries, and exits that I usually take. And it's just about waiting for that time that my strategy performs very well in. And something like July, July was doing good, especially a couple of other months earlier in the year I did okay. Very consistent. So it's just waiting for that next cycle to come in. If I'm giving it my best shot with this market that we have, but I'm not really able to adapt as fast as I thought I would be able to. And the part of my adapting is by just sizing down until I start feeling like I've got my roll back, I got my mojo back. So it's about when I start feeling that mojo, then I'm going to start. I'm not going to shy down from not pressing on share size. If I start getting very consistent and getting more confident, then I'm definitely am going to push it. Because I need to. I need to push it because I know that I'm ready and I know I'm capable of more. It's just that I'm waiting for that right opportunity and that right, that right conditions for me to press on the gas. But for right now, like, it just does not feel like the responsible thing to do if I were to just size up to, $8,000, $7,000, $8,000 positions. My biggest position today, I was on BRSH. I was in actually at one point 900, 859, about 900 shares or so. And then also on SOPA, 900 shares. Let me go through the trades. So on BRSH, my biggest position on BRSH was 800 shares on a $3.62 stock. So 800 times 3.62. Yeah, so a little less than $3,000 position size, which, is still good. That's sort of the position that I've been trading last month. Not much more than that, or more or less. And that was the biggest size that I really got up to today. And it did pay off. BRSH was the one that I started to start to feel it come in. I did all right. I can show you here the entries and exits. I also recorded my entire trading session with all the trades, so I've just been reviewing that at the end of every day, and it's been really, really helping. And I'm starting to realize, like, wow, I'm actually not doing as bad as I thought I was. I'm actually managing my risk well, and I'm able to actually come out on the other end green. And so here, BRSH. Here I bought the dip here, but very, very volatile, and I just wanted to manage my risk. I thought I was in a little bit high off the low, which was 20 cents off the low, about 8%. And so I was waiting for a better entry, and then it popped up, and I was like, okay, now we start moving here, and now I'm looking for the break of that pre-market high, which is all the way at 362. And so we pop up, and again, I get in a little high and I take it off for a small loss. I'm waiting for a better entry. Still holding that 100 shares though from way down here at 323. So I take that off for a 20-cent gain. So I think I'm out of wash here on this move here. I wish I would have held this a little bit longer. I didn't get faked out at 323. I should have just held it. If it did come down, be a little patient. But I'd have to have my stop here. Like, I would have to have my stop all the way down here at $3, $2.99. That's a very, very wide stop. That's a lot of risk. So I wanted to kind of mitigate that. Here, I don't know what this was. 2 shares. Okay, I guess I got a partial fill right there. Yeah, partial fill 334, and then I got the rest at 334.6. And taking that off for a quick 1 cent scalp. Here we have a little nice bull flag into the 9 EMA. Now that I'm seeing that now, I didn't see that in the moment. But yeah, that was a nice continuation move. Now we're looking for the highs, and we start creeping up towards the highs, and this is where I start getting more aggressive. 344 is my starter, adding at 357, 362, 368, 362, and I start taking it off right into that breakout level. And then here we go, a quick dip at 370. No, we have a dip, and then we bounce back all the way, so we dip down from 370 all the way down to 346. That's how volatile this market is. It dips all the way down to 346, 6% dip. Back to 9 EMA, reclaim 6% in the same candle, breaks out, and that's where I buy for the break at 370 for that continuation, and I get a nice 4 cents there. Here I go in for a dip here on 600 shares and capture 1 cent. And here I am scalping the dips here, 2 cents there. 377. I get in for looking for that break of the high, but it kind of gets stuffed in this area. So I do want to manage my risk, so I take it off for about break even. Here again, going for that breakout. I'm looking for that nice pop up to $4 and then a break of 4, but we never quite get that. And then that's it for BRSH, but that was the best stock I did on it. It's made about $100 on it. So not too bad, especially with the share size, Definitely good because the spreads on this one was a little bit tighter and it was a lot more easier to get in and out and manage your risk. Even though these candles were huge percents, like this candle here is 7%, this candle here was 10%, like crazy huge candles. So very hard to manage your risk. SOPA, here's the one on SOPA. I'm not going to go through all of these trades, just the key ones. Here I was doing okay, buying the dips, 240, and then selling that pop, buying the dip again, looking for that pop again, solely into that pop. So I did all right on SOPA. I was up like $60 on SOPA pre-market, and then I gave it all back at the open. Here, again, kind of 370. He was looking for 250, but take it off quite early, still holding 100 shares. And then here again, adding, trying to get that pop through 250, but I do get out kind of under 250, and then sell the rest over 250. And here again, quick dip, and then now I'm looking for a breakthrough 255, and got a nice 4 cents there. Not too bad, 4 cents. It's not too bad. It's about 2% gain. Here's a break even, 1 cent, and then it starts creeping up. This is where I start looking for that break of the high again of the pre-market all the way back here at 275. And then we have this nice cup and handle, and it starts creeping up, but it's getting so close to the open, so I kind of keep away from it unless it started to like rip with high volume through that pre-market high, then I would get in. But with this I'm not willing to get in. I wanted to wait till the open. And then here, as soon as we popped, I got in at 282. Or no, got in low, 280, 273, 282, 290 adding, and it just gets stuffed. I was looking for like a parabolic move up towards 3, like a nice big move because of just the amount of huge like parabolic moves we've been getting. So that's why I got a little bit aggressive. But it did get a little bit of lag here in this first 1 minute in SOPA for the first couple of seconds. Hard for me to get out, but took a small loss there at the open. And then here, I take a dip here at 265, and it looks like I sold most of that for a small loss, and then the rest for a 10-cent gain. So not too bad there. And then also get back in here at 279 all the way up here. Now I'm looking, since it broke back over this pre-market level, now I'm looking for that retest of this high here at 291. After we dipped here, I get in here, and then it's holding this 90 EMA. I'm holding. I'm looking for that pop up towards 3. And I started to kind of sell to manage my risk, and then I get back in here at 288 as it rips up here. And I did hold most of my position down here. And then I added for that break of 292. And I just kind of I was adding at the high here, looking for that move. Like I wanted a quick move up towards 3 and a breakout. But every time I would add into the high, it would just kind of get stuffed. This candle got sold all the way back down to 276. I think I have the video here. Let me pull up this video. Let me pull up the video. All right, this is it here. So here I am. Let's skip all the way here to the open. So here I am, market's opening. Immediately jumps up to 291. I get in at 290 for a move up towards 3. But I get out because now this seller's coming in. I don't know if it's gonna completely false breakout. Get in at a better price at 82 as it held that pre-market high. Now I'm looking for that move up towards 3. That's what I'm looking for. I want to see buyers come in and go up towards 3. Here I am taking some off. I'm only in 300 shares, still small size. Taking some off for about break even or small win. Now it gets sold underneath this level, and I got to start taking my small loss. And then I get in on this dip here at 265, then selling for a quick profit, and then I get back in as it breaks back over this level. Now I'm looking for that test at 292. Dip back down below, trying to manage my risk, but I saw it held the 9 EMA, and it's holding the 9 EMA, holding the 9 EMA. Then I get back in at 284, looking for that rip up to 292 and up to 3. And I'm holding 900 shares here. Right now I'm in the green. Then we break out. I sell some. Add back. I added back. Here I added back looking for that move up to 3, and it just keeps getting stuffed into level. I even got up to 3. I'm in at 299. I'm adding. I'm thinking this is going to go parabolic. And then we get a nice rejection. I'm trying to just cut my losses as fast as possible. That's why you see me kind of getting out. But I'm trying to time that exact pop through the high. Here I get in on a dip, and yeah, it doesn't really work out. So that was that, trying to time that pop through the high, but I just kept getting stuffed. And so that was SOPA. And we had a bunch of others. NNVC. So NNVC had that VWAP breakout and rejected. And then QRNRX was next, had that VWAP breakout and rejected here. And then NVIV comes up and does that same move. Here I get kind of nervous it's going to do that same thing. So I'm kind of step back, only 10 shares here. I'm just trying to get my practice. But here, look, 30 cents, another 30 cents there. Then I took a 50-cent loss there on 25 shares, and then I got a 70-cent win on 25 shares. Crazy. And then here I tried getting in on the dips, and didn't quite work out. Yeah, it didn't quite work out. Yep. But and that was it. I mean, everything else, not really much to talk about. I didn't trade these much too well. I mean, I did try to get this through the high. Took some off it. This thing pops up all the way to 4, and it sells all the way down for me to get an exit at 81. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? I buy here, and then it sells all the way back down under this level in the same candle, and then it rips up. This is how confusing this market is. And then I get back in at 430 after this huge, this is the 11% in one candle. And I'm getting in at the highs. This is a crazy market. And then it turns out that actually take a loss on that. And then I get back in at here I was actually still holding 30 shares though at 40. Then I get back in at 470. And yeah, I think I was right on this one. Yeah, this one I could just completely, completely botched, break even. But yeah, I just can't really, time my entries. My entries are too high. Then I get sold into after, people just taking profits when I'm trying to get in. And then, it finally gets bought back up and I get back in, and then it sells back down again. And then it goes up, and then it gets sold back down again. And it's just like, I don't know. It's just not really working out too well for me. Trying to adapt, trying my best to adapt here. But I think I'm just gonna have to wait for better market conditions for me. APDN had a nice run there, but I was at the gym. And then of course here, can't forget this. We did have, I was scalping this and I was doing okay, 10 shares, and I started to get a little bit more aggressive, aggressive as in buying 30 shares. So I bought 30 shares, 17, selling for a small loss. But here I think I was green by like, I don't even know. I'm completely lost here, but I bought up here, and it completely just dumped. Is this it? So is it GovX, right? Or APDN? Yeah, here it is. So here I am buying. I'm looking for the extension. Here I go. I'm up 20 cents in a blink of an eye. I'm up 20 cents. And then I'm checking my P&L. Here we are. coming up to this resistance level, and look at this. I try buying this dip. Goes right through the floor, down $1. It's down $1 from the high in a blink of an eye. Try buying the dip at 76, trying to get out at 626 for a 50-cent loss. Here I'm about to check my P&L, see how much profit I gave back, even though I was only in 20 shares. Thank God I'm only down $20. And then it resumes, and I get out for about where I stopped out at 620, 661 or something. So that was it. Yep, that was my day. So, you know, very, very crazy day. Yeah, just gotta be patient. Wait for the market to switch up a little bit, so I can manage my risk a little bit better, and not, you know, a lot of the times I'd be buying these breakouts and I'd be selling it. I'd be selling it for a loss, even though, you know, it broke out by like 10 cents, because like the bids are moving up slowly. The ask will get bought up, but the bids will stay low. And I'll hit sell market and I'll get filled on all the way at the bid. So, you know, it's tough stuff. It's tough stuff. But that was my day. Very choppy. You know, green, red, back to green. Then started to get back off the top. So I just kind of laid off. But you know, another step in the right direction. That's the good thing. You know, I'm green. At least I'm green. You know, I'm not having huge red days. I don't want to be digging myself any bigger of a hole than I got. You know, I have some work to do. But you know, only in a $600 drawdown right now, so you know, totally manageable. Can totally come back and hit my minimum monthly goal, or even more. It's still on the table. You know, I didn't ruin my month. I just got to be patient. I just got to be patient and wait for that market to switch up again, and it will. So that's my plan moving forward. Yeah. All right. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Also consider subscribing if you're not yet a subscriber. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next and last day trading recap of the week. And then it's the weekend. And then next week, it's a fresh week, fresh start, hopefully new market. And all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.